Welcome to this digital school software video. We want to look at some of the things that you should have done, some of the settings that you should have done as a school that just signed up before the commencement of exam. So I want to do a short video to take you through some of the things that you need to have done before you commence exam. One of them is that you must have set up your academic session, term, and when next term will resume. You should have set up your SMS sender ID, the name that will show when you send SMS to parents. You should have uploaded your stamp and your signature so that when results are generated, this stamp and your signature will display. You should have set up the number of times school opened, register all new students who may not have been registered before, and maybe block those students or pupils who may have left the school before the exam so that you can have accurate number of students when the system is calculating. Then register all staff and assign them proper privileges. Choose your result template, setting your result format, okay? Then grading system, and how to set up your tests and CA scores. So just follow me as I take you through. So if you're a new school, you just signed up, these are some of the things you need to have done as at today before you commence your exam. Probably we have another video that will show you now if you want to use the system to write your CBT exam. So I will log in. I'm going to be using our digital school software demo website. So you should just open your website. I will go to demo trial. On your school website you might see portal login. Then I will log in as a staff. So I will log in as an admin of this portal. I'll enter my portal ID. I'll enter my password. Then the system will display. So you remember that as the portal has been set up, so many things have been done. We have uploaded your biodata of your students and so on. So, but these are very important settings I want you to do. One is that you must set the current term so that the system will know the current term. So we go to portal settings. If you come down, you will see set session /term, session/term. You click on it. Make sure you select the current term. You click here. We are in 2025-2026. Select the first term, that we are currently in first term, or if you started in second term or third term, depending on when the term you started. So, but you are currently in the first term. Then next term reopens when. So next term is asking you to set when next term will open so that this will display in the result. So it will open in January and 2026. Let's assume that next term will resume by January 12th. So you select 12th, then you save. You see, this setting is important so that whatever you're doing will be working within this particular term. Then number two, you need to set up your SMS sender ID. You see it still under this portal settings. You see it here, SMS sender ID. You put the name you want to use when you send SMS. So here I will just call it digital school. In your own case, you should put the name of your school because that's the name that will show when you send SMS from your portal. Then you save. Another important thing you need to do is to make sure, still under this portal settings. So look at it, we're still under portal settings. If you click on it, it will drop all these settings. Another thing that is very important is that you need to set up your signature, because when result is generated, your signature needs to be on all the results. So you come to manage signature. You see it now, signatures have been uploaded. But in case you have not uploaded your own, you come here, you select who should stamp and sign. So let's assume it's principal. If it's for primary school, let's say class head teacher, head of department, or whichever, or admin, supervisor, head teacher. So, but let's just assume principal. Then which classes? Let's say all. So this signature will apply and stamp will apply to all the classes. Okay, then you put the name, let's say Uzo Francis, then signature type. Do I want to just upload only my signature or signature with stamp? I'll make it signature with stamp. So how you do this is that you are going to get a white sheet of paper. You take your stamp on that white sheet of paper, then sign on it. Then you snap it with your phone. When you snap it with your phone or scan it, anyhow you do it, come to this place where they wrote select file. Select file, you browse. Then you go and look for that your signature and stamp that you uploaded to your system. You save it in your system, then you upload it. So the signature and stamp will just display here. So any result that displays or that is generated or any other document like transcript, it will pick up the signature from here and place it there. Okay. Another thing that is important that you should have done is to set the number of times school open, that is the number of days school open for this term. Let's assume it is 100. So you still come under that portal settings. It's still under portal settings. If you click on portal settings, you scroll down, you will see number of times school opened. Make sure you set this before you generate your result, because the system will put the attendance of the children inside your result. Okay, then you come here. Let's assume school opened 100. Okay, let's say 96 days within the term. Okay, you just fill it in, then you save it. Are you getting the point? Another very important thing you must do before you start writing exam or before you start uploading students' scores is also to register possible students that may have joined the school along the line. Remember that all your students' records have been uploaded, but it is possible that along the line one or two students or pupils joined the school. Make sure that you also update your student register. That's what I want to show you now. So that one is not under portal settings. So let me close the portal settings. Then that one is under student manager. I come to student manager. If that student came in secondary, you select secondary. If that student came in year, some call it basic, some call it primary, some call it year 1, year 2, and so on and so forth. But we are using secondary, for example. So we'll say secondary. Let's say that new student registered in secondary. So we'll click on register new student. Register new student. You just place your cursor here. The system will automatically generate an ID for you. Then you give the student a password. When you give the student a password, if you have any registration number, let's say digital school software /001, if you have such kind of registration number, but it's not compulsory, then primary phone number is the phone number of the parents. Okay, then surname James, for example. First name John. Other names JJ, for example. Gender, you select male. Class JSS1 A. Assuming you have other classes like JSS1 Gold, JSS1 Marigold, JSS1 Silver, but here we have JSS1 A. So you select whether the student is a day student or boarding day. Then put the date of birth of that student. Then you can save. You say just click save and clear. That student have been saved. So make sure that every new student that comes into your school at every point in time, you register them. Make sure you've because this will help you have an updated online register. Okay, I hope you are getting my point. Then another thing you must have done or you should do is to delete students who may have possibly left. You come to edit students, come to that JSS1A. When you come to that JSS1A, you see all the students. So let's say this student 1141 has left your school, or let's say 1287. You click on action, then you see delete. If you come to this place, you click on action, you scroll down, you see delete. You understand? You can delete that particular student if that student has left your school. So that if there were 20 in the class before, and one person left, there should be 19. So that when the system is generating the class average, it will divide it by 19 rather than dividing by what? 20. I hope it's clear. Now, another very important thing you need to have done is to make sure that all the staff have been registered, all the staff. So in case you have not registered all the staff and giving them the right privileges. For example, when you register a staff, you must say, okay, is this staff a class teacher, a subject teacher, the accountant, so that people will be assigned to the roles and responsibility that concerns them. Are you getting me? So that one, we do it from the staff manager here. Then you will see register new staff. I'll register a staff. I'll give the staff an ID, DSS 001. That's the ID. Give the staff a password. Then register the name of the staff. Let's say name. Let's say Francis. Last name Uzor. Oh, other names. Then if I want, I can put other information about the staff, phone number, date of birth, blah blah blah. If you have the time, you can fill up work experience, home address, qualification, and so on and so forth. But because of time, I will just save. Now, having saved Francis, I will now say, okay, what is Francis? I'll come to manage privilege. Manage privilege. Still under staff manager. Then that Francis that I created here, DSS 001, I'll now say, I'll click on the name. All the available privileges will show. Student manager will enable this staff to manage students, register, and so on. School secretary, subject teacher. So let's assume Francis is just a subject teacher. I'll just click on subject teacher to have assigned him. But if I have made him a subject teacher, I also need to tell the system which subject he's teaching so that he will not have access to all the subjects. So once I click here, then I'll come to the menu where we also have subject teacher here too. I'll click on it. Then I'll select the class that Francis is teaching. Let's say Francis is teaching GSS 1, for example. Teaching GSS 1A. I'll select Francis, Uzo Francis. Then let's say Francis is teaching computer studies. My computer I go teach. I'll now click on assign. So automatically computer studies have been assigned to Francis. Are you getting me? So Francis will not have any opportunity to enter English language as the case may be. Okay. So I'll come back to the privilege too. So assuming also, I'll click on Francis as the staff. Assuming Francis is also a class teacher, I click on class teacher. So I need to also assign the class that he's the class teacher for. So I'll come to, after giving him the privilege here, I'll come to class teacher here. Then I'll select the class, let's say still GSS 1A. If I'm the class teacher, put it, then I'll say assign. So Francis is now the class teacher of GSS 1A. So if anything happens tomorrow and I'm no longer the class teacher, you can just come here and delete the privilege. Any privilege you assign, you can delete them here. Let's say Francis is no longer in the school. You have to go and remove him so that you'll be able to assign another person that class. I hope it's clear. So these are things you must do so that then if Francis is your bosser or your accountant, you click on school bosser so that Francis will have access to the accounting module. Then if Francis is the super admin or the person you want to manage, you click on super admin. So Francis has privilege to see everything and to perform all actions. Are you getting me? It's important so that your staff will know that when they log in, they will be able to perform tasks. Then another important thing before you start exam or start entering your scores is to choose your result template. Then select your result format. That one we can do it from here under assessment manager. Go up, you will see assessment manager here. You click assessment manager, let's say secondary. Then the first thing you see is choose result format. This result format is telling us whether we are using 2080, 30, 70, 40, 60. This is the one that many people normally use. So we select result format 4. Then I want it to apply to GS1, SS1, SS2, and SS3. So whatever name I call that 40. So some people call it tests. I'll put it here. Some call it CA. I'll put it here. Then exam is over 60. Then I'll save. So that when the teachers want to start typing their question, the system will pull out 40, 60 for them. So they will just start entering test and exam, as the case may be. Very, very important. Another thing that you need to do is to choose result templates. How your template for the results will be. We have so many templates here. So you take your time to look at each of these templates and know the one that you love for your school. Look at them. So if assuming now that we like this one, these templates, how it looks like, we can say use for specific classes, or we can say use for all secondary, or we can say okay, we'll now select all the class we want to apply the template for. Are you getting me? If we don't want it for this class again, we turn it off. So it's just to turn off and turn on, just like that. So you see, that's how to set up your template so that your result will look like exactly this one. I believe it's clear to you. Another thing is that you need to set up your grading system. Grading system. When result comes out, like talking about 0 to 39F, 40 to 49B, and so on. So you need to set it up complete for every section, for basic, for secondary, and this setting is done once. Most of all these settings, you don't repeat them. You just do them once, and it continues like that till the end, until such a time where you feel you want to now change them. But these are settings that need to have been done. Then that grading system will come to portal settings. Is in portal settings. Then will come to Termly grading system. You will see the grading system here for college. You see, we have entered it already, 0 to 39F, 40 to 49D. But in case you don't know how it was entered, we can come here now and say lower bound. If we are starting from 0, lower bound could be 0, upper bound could be 39. Grade F. Remark fail. Verdict fail. The class that have the grading, let's say basic or all. So if it is for basic, we select basic, then we do what? We save. It has entered. Then after that range, what's the next lower bound? 40 to 49. Grade, let's say E. We can say fair. We can say fair 2. Then grade basic 2, then we save it. Then you just continue. The next one will now be 50 to 59. But different schools use different values for their grading. So you use the one that is particular to your school. Some use 0 to 39, 40 to 45, and so on and so forth. So this is very important. This is a very important setting you need to make so that the system will know how to grade your student when the results are generated based on the scores of every child. Okay, then the last or another important thing you need to have done is that your teachers need to have uploaded their test scores or their CA scores, so that after exam they will know that the only thing remaining for them to upload is the exam score, so that even when you vacate today, your results can be published the same day. Okay, so let's go. You come to result manager, let's say secondary, then you see upload results. So you choose the academic year academic section, choose the term, then you choose the class. So they should have uploaded their tests or CA. So this one now shows that 2 subjects have been uploaded. So let's say I'm teaching verbal reasoning. I'll click on verbal reasoning. Then it will drop down these 2 menus. I'll select enter scores. Then I'll type the scores for all the pupils in that class. Okay, 40, exam over 60, 34. I must not enter anything above 40 for tests. 40, 56, 12. So once I'm done, I'll just say save. Or before exam, sorry, I'll just enter only tests. Then I'll save. Then it shows that verbal reasoning has been entered there. So that immediately exams are done, I'll just come to verbal reasoning. I'll say edit. Once I click on edit, all I now need to do is to just start entering my exam score. Then I know that this part I'm done. I'll save. You understand the point now? So your teachers need to have done all these 10 different settings. They need to have done these settings so that as you prepare for exam, we are going to also show you another video that after they are done with their exam, how they can upload the result, upload their comment, and publish their result and view the result. So, but for now, before your exams, especially new schools that are just signing up, these 10 settings need to have been done. Are you with me? So thank you very much for choosing Digital School Software.